Okay. See if we should get a little bit closer so you guys can see a little bit more details. There we go. Hello. Happy Thursday. Thank you so very, very much for joining me this evening. I'm Shannon and this is Paper Delights, and I come on every evening, well, evening here, depends on where you are, I guess. I come on every evening here at 7 p.m. Monday to Friday to inspire you, to stir the imagination, maybe encourage you to get in your craft room and create something that you enjoy, right? And for me, it's been cards. So thank you so much for joining. If you're new, please like or share or click the subscribe button so that you can always get notification when I come on. So this is the card that I fixed from yesterday. Remember, I had put the paper on, had somehow got it slanted, so I had pulled it up. So what I ended up doing was the piece of the blue, you can kind of see a little bit in the back, but I glued down a piece of white, you know, flipped it over and fixed my front. So we're good. It's all good. Isn't that pretty though? A dragonfly. So that's with that special acetate, the 3 sheets that you get. Really, really pretty. And the brushed metallics are gorgeous. So just want to remind you, our celebration is coming to an end in 10 days. And so if you're still looking for some, oh, that's not good. Sorry, I was trying to fix the focus and instead I've flipped it. So I am not exactly sure why it is out of focus. I'm so sorry. Oh dear, having some technical difficulties. I'm going to stand up and see if I can fix the focus before going any further, because who wants to be looking at that? Okay. Oh my goodness, why is it doing that? There. No. Yes, maybe. All right. Well, I'll try and keep an eye on it. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm so sorry. I will try and keep an eye. If it starts to do it again, I'm not sure what's going on. Thought maybe it's the paper, like the background, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's having a hard time focusing or what is going on. We might have to end this early. Yeah, see, it's okay when I hold it up, so I'm really not sure what's going on. That's so strange. All right, well, enough fiddling. If you're interested in any of the papers from the celebration, you've got 10 days to put in an order. So with every $60, you get to choose one item from the booklet, $120. There are some other pieces that you can choose from here. Beautiful. This one's for $100. If you spend $120, you get this set for free. So lots of great opportunities to get some beautiful paper. And next week, we are going to be making cards with this series here, the Flowers and Field Designer Series paper. So we're going to be making some gorgeous cards with that next week. So get your orders in and then you can follow along. So, all right. Before anything more happens with my crazy camera, let's do this card. So this card I am calling the Marianne Fun Fold. So Marianne is my upline, and last week she did fun folds. So it was a whole week of cards that were just fancy folds. And so she came up with this fold. I think it was her that came up with this fold. I just thought it was so fun, but it didn't have a name. So I have titled it Marianne's Fun Fold, right? Because they all have different names. So what this is she's taken a piece of standard paper, but instead of folding it in the middle, she's folded it or put a seam at 3 1/4. So she scored it at 3 1/4, and I folded it, and then I just folded the other part to meet it. So you get just like this little piece right here. Isn't that cute? And it'll it's still a standard size card. It just opens a little differently. So this is what she created. So I just thought this was super cute. I had to show you. And it's a great fold for, like, you know how sometimes when you're cutting paper you get like these strips and they're not quite wide enough. You're not too sure what to do with them. They're wider than what you might use like inside the card. But this concept, you can adjust this little flap here. So you could make it whatever width of the scrap paper you have, right? So if your scrap paper is 1 inch, you could make it, you know, 1 1/4 inches, and then you've got your little fold for your scrap paper. I just thought it was the neatest idea. So since I saw this fold, I'm going to add another layer to her gorgeous card. My idea was like how to sort of close it, right? Because it kind of opens up. So I had this idea that we would take the ribbon, okay, to close it. If I can, let's see if I can manage tying a ribbon again today. There we go. Okay. So I thought it would be fun if we had a ribbon to present. So my idea was if we put the piece on this side, holding down that side of the ribbon, and a piece on this side, holding down that side of the ribbon. Isn't that cute? You get a little bow here, and that's going to be to open your card. Isn't that cute? All right, so let's stick this down, and hopefully my idea turns out. So this was the idea I had, because like I said, I really liked this fold, but I wanted to be able to keep it closed a little bit better. So I said, well, why don't I just tie it down? I was like, ah, brilliant. So there's one side. And then the paper basically holds it. So we're not, oh, good thing I checked. We're not gluing it down on the back, although I guess you could if you wanted to, but I didn't think I would need to when I've got it glued down on the front, right? So I'm going to undo that side so I can sort of pull it snug. All right, so I'm going to put my adhesive on this side, making sure that my ribbon lines up. So I'm pulling it sort of snug and then holding it down with this hand, and then placing my paper on, making sure that I'm sort of lined up there. It's so pretty. Look at that. So there, Oh, I love it. I am going to leave the tails fairly long because if people are untying it and opening it and so on and so forth, different people are going to have different dexterity kind of a thing. So then I thought, well, I kind of need something else. And so I punched this out. It's the same paper of the oval, stitched ovals, and then this one to go inside. And I thought we would just put her right there. Isn't that cute? I just think that's so pretty. I think I'll glue adhese that one and pop this one up. And so yeah, so this I am dubbing the Marianne Fun Fold. She's not watching, I don't think, this evening because it is our group get together. Like I said, if ever you're interested in becoming a demonstrator, we have such a great time. So this is the Thursday that we meet. So after I'm done here, I'm gonna go jump on and join my colleagues. So there we go. So there is my Marianne Fun Fold. Too cute. I like this. This is a great fold because I really like the idea of having something to use up some of those strips that you get. All right, so how is my view? Much better. Okay. So the other thing we could have done was the dragonfly. So I did this in the dies in the pink. So if I had remembered that I had done that, I could have incorporated it, but we'll save it for another day. All right. So the next card I have for us this evening, oops, is this one. So this is our gray, and again, one of the beautiful sheets from the Fine Art Floral. It has that gorgeous pool party balmy blue on the back, but we're going to use it on this side. So I found that this was just too much gray, so I did another piece slightly smaller and then put that one over top. Now this is a beautiful gray shimmer ribbon from, I think this was the Peonies. I can't remember. I think it was the Peonies. Yeah. So my idea was to put this one down and then to wrap my ribbon around like that. So I'm going to put it this way. So we can either just put it on without a bow like that and then have our sentiment, or we can have it with a bow. What are you guys thinking? With or without a bow? No bow? Bow? Maybe no bow. Let's do something a little different. So I'm going to trim and decide where I want to put my happy birthday. I think I'm going to put it a little bit further down so that we get all the flowers. And then I'm going to put my piece and just sort of tuck it around the back on the adhesive, and then pull it taut and straight and tuck it around back on the other side. And then pop it down just like that. And then this one I will pop up. And it will help to hold down the ribbon. So I have a second one that I will make, and maybe I'll do the other one with a bow, just for, you know, something different. So there. But I will say, I think with this one, we will use some of the silver metallic pearls. I use these guys all the time. I love them. I just think they're so pretty, so simple, and they go with everything, like quite literally everything. And you get a lot of them, like it's a really good value. Yeah. All right. So our last card for this evening is this one. So again, it's another sheet of the Fine Art Floral, because they're all so pretty, but I wanted to try and show you as many of them as I could. So this one is with the Night of Navy background. So that's what the base card is, Night of Navy. And then this is, I believe, what color is this one again? Let me grab my color chart. I believe this is Calypso Coral. Yes. Calypso Coral. And then this one has the my other favorite background. And this is a Calypso Coral ribbon from the main catalog, and it's got this really pretty scalloped edge. It doesn't make great bows, but it's nice for these kinds of sort of pieces like that. So I thought that would be really pretty on there. And then because I didn't want to cover it up with a big sentiment, I had this in vellum that I stamped with thank you from the stamp set. Heal Your Heart. So this is part of the Celebration. So one of the stamp sets from the Celebration, which is really pretty. And I love the font. We're in this together. How perfect is that, right? Sorry for your loss. Thank you. It's a really pretty font and stamps in there. So I did it on vellum, but then when I put it on, I thought, oh, you can't really see it as well as I liked. So I had a piece of scrap left. So I just cut it to fit in behind like that. Okay. So let's put that together. So for the vellum, again, like we did with the acetate, I'm just sort of going over where the white is and then gluing it on. And because it has such texture on the piece, I don't think we're going to notice the glue a whole lot. And I was right, so that's good. All right. So let's put this one on. I just think that's gorgeous. I just love it so much. Could be the ocean. Could be a plaster wall. Just so pretty colors. All right, so put that on like that. And again, sort of guesstimating where I'm going to be putting it across. So I'm putting some adhesive along the edges. Putting it across and then catching it on the other side, just like that. Really that simple. And then putting it down. There, how pretty is that? And then we'll pop this one up. And we are golden. There we go. And that is the other gorgeous piece of the, should we do it in the middle? I always tend to sort of do it to the side, but we can do it to the middle. So everybody likes it in different places, right? There we go. All right. And then with this one, I'm thinking for this one, the pearls instead. Yeah. Yeah, I think the pearls instead. Just a little something different. Maybe a little bit bigger. I love that they've got 3 different sizes of pearls. Pretty. All right. There we go. Oh, it's gotten all blurry again. I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry. Well, there's our cards for this evening. I will try and figure out why it's so blurry, because it looks fine from the top of the camera. And when I bring it close, you can see, and I don't think it looks blurry when I bring it up close. So I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, I will try and figure it out for next time. Maybe it's my iPad that's making it blurry, and that's what I'm seeing, but this isn't. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so very, very much for joining me. Please, please, please stay safe. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and hopefully whatever's going on will be fixed for tomorrow. So thank you so much for your patience. Take care. Bye.